Hey guys, welcome to another video. Iquinix here, back at it again with another one. So it's been kind of long since I did a DIY video because of the pandemic and all, and not being allowed to walk around. So most of the videos nimekuwa nikifanya of late zimekuwa tu me talking about some essential stuff you need to know, or some stuff to maybe basically they have just been talking videos. And you know me, I like working with my hands, so shooting DIY videos, that's how I started. So in this video I've had an idea on my mind, something that nimekuwa nikiona all over YouTube and stuff, so nikafikiria leo why not try it, so that tuone what it entails, because now it's like so simple and anybody can try it. So with that being said, yeah, it's a hydrodipping video. So I got some things. Let's go to the supermarket and get it. So this is what I got. I got just white paint, actually normal 40 gloss white paint. I don't know what this is, I believe it's a code. And I got some matte black paint. And basically and I bought some, rubber gloves. I believe the video I watched so that I try this, they use some blue ones, but this is what I got. And some serviettes, because maybe some overspray on some stuff. I'm not sure, this is just experimental. And a bucket of water. Yeah, please msitumie bucket mpya. We are Africans bana. Use something old like this. Kwa nataka kutumia mpya nikaambiwa nitamaliza. So a bucket of water, paint, rubber gloves, serviettes, and something to hydro dip. Basically hydro dipping is, okay, let me put a overlay clip. Hydro dipping is painting using water and paint. Is it painting, or I'm not sure what they call it. It's called hydro dipping. Basically the video that I'm overlaying right now will explain it. And yeah, so that is what we're going to try today. I'm not going to try it like the way other people do it, as in they try one and then they start the video. I'm going to try it like right now, so that niki fail ni fail na niki pass yeah, it's a nice one. So we are going to start out simple. I have a bunch of stuff that I had laying around. A PlayStation 2 DualShock pad, the Iquinix sign. Basically I'm not going to hydro dip this side, maybe this other side. Some phone cases, a hydro flask or a flask. Oh yeah, and basically this is some tape I had laying around when I was doing some other shenanigans. Actually this shenanigans. And some phone cases, old chargers, and this. Basically this will be like the end of the video. I'm not sure. If everything works out, I'll work on this. If it doesn't, I'll just say goodbye to that. And my sign, go away, my sticker. Stick it there. Stick. So yeah, and some old chargers. This is actually busted, so as you can hear, it's busted, so it doesn't have any use. So basically that is I believe I'm going to start out simple, something like, let's start out with this. Yeah, so yeah, let's start out with this. So basically I always see doctors wearing this type of gloves. It's so weird. And let's get painting. So I don't know, I want to do a two-tone type of stuff, so I'm going to try a two-tone. Then from there on we'll move on up to something different. So let's get started. So we are going to try with something simple. Tuone vile itatokea. Like this is an old Nokia phone. I think it's a 520. So let's try and see how it will turn out. This is actually nice. This is nice. I actually thought it would come out way worse than this. But this is nice. That's that hydro thingy. So I'm going to set this down to like dry up and try it on something else. So this is the cap for the I think the spray paint. So I'm going to try and see how this one will come out. This is nice. So this is hydrodipping, eh? Ah. So this is the second try. As you can see, I still have some paint. I want to paint over it. And we're going to try with this black phone case and see how it turns out. So well, that was a fail. But I believe it's kind of cool in its own way. I believe, yeah, I think it's kind of cool. I'm gonna figure it because this is nice. It's nice in its own way. So clean this up. This is actually fun stuff to do, as in, wow. So next I have this old PS2 DualShock PlayStation controller, something I had lying around, that's why it's kind of dirty. I'm going to try and like give it light coats before light coats of black, so that, you know, get rid of all the numbers and all the whatevers. So it's plain black, and while that dries up, I'm going to start and overlay the pattern that I want. I'm limited to paint. This paint is actually just white and black, and you can never go wrong with white and black. So let's try that out. So I'm going to do like a rainbow effect on one side. Who'd ever thought? Over 20 years in life, here we are painting water. So I believe the pattern is the pattern that I want for this is achieved. So I'm going to try this. Hopefully this works. Well, that was a fail. Okay, no, it wasn't a fail. Well, this is fully experimental, and I believe, you know, if somebody did this more serious than I am doing, I believe they'd get way better results than I am doing. So yeah, this is actually nice. And for all my PlayStation people, I'm sorry. You know, these things are getting kind of rare, and I just destroyed one. But I believe in ikifungua it can work still can work. So okay. So we started with I think we started with this one, went to this. So progression. I believe I achieved what I wanted. So I believe I can like practice a little bit of camera, and then you know, go for the obligatory, the helmet thing. Yeah, so let's do that. So for all my school friends, this is the flask I use to carry water or just some hot coffee, because you know I'm a coffee addict. And I'm going to try this. I believe nimefanya some experimenting off camera, and I believe I trust myself enough to do this. But one thing I'm going to do is to dry this up kwanza, because I saw like when it has some water on it, it doesn't stick that well. So a minute. So I'm going to like dry this up real nice, so that it doesn't get like, you know, this is gonna be a very expensive fail if it doesn't work. So my flask, or whatever, hydro flask or whatever, I just call it a flask because it keeps stuff the way it's supposed to be. So I want the normal. We have the matte black and the so I'm going to try this. So there are the rings. I wanted so many rings, but white being prominent, so that I roll this around. So I'm going to dip this. Hopefully this doesn't fail. Kai, do you fail?
Strong, never losing ground, never alone, you always will be there. You make me feel I'm the lucky one.
So there it is. I'm not sure how this is going to turn out, but yeah, so there it is. So I'm going to let this dry out. Hopefully I did not mess it up, because you know, as I said, I'm not a professional at this. So I'm going to hold this here and maybe try and get some coverage on that other side. Yeah, so that's done. We're going to let this dry out, and then yeah, hopefully, yeah. Okay, so this is an Infinix charger that I had lying around. It's definitely busted, so I'm going to try and give this also the zebra effect. That is what it's called. But first, let's clean that out, and let's get the paint. the helmet that I had laying around. I've painted over it kiasi because I wanted the IC, the eye Queenix to pop out. So there's a way you disassemble this. You just take this stuff out. It's super easy. And and you have the protective thing out, so you're left with the shell. So it's obviously it's white, so it's going to be a little bit easy to give it the effect that I want to. So let's do that.
And I've been chilling, watching the ocean with you. Baby up with a slow motion crew. And we up in our clouds when people change, but not us. And we just chilling, kicking it, kissed by the sun. Could be soaked to the skin in the mall soon. I know she got the good vibes when seasons change, but we're the same. Even if I lost all my money, the zero runs deep, honey. And I don't need to speak a single word, 'cause you got me holding. Even if my jokes aren't funny, my tongue tied up on it. And I don't need to speak a single word, 'cause you got me holding.
So this is everything I managed to hydro dip, from the helmet to my flask to my PlayStation 2 dual shock pad, my phone cover. This is actually my phone cover, and charger, and another phone cover, and this was the test subject for the zebra effect, whatever. But this actually came out really good for an amateur like me who just saw videos on YouTube and tried to replicate it. Actually, this I'm going to try on my phone. First, let's unmask the flask and the helmet thing, the obligatory, I believe that is what they call it. So yeah, let's unmask this. Record nikitoanisha. Check this out. And I'll be in school like, yo, I did this by myself. So yeah, that's hydro dip flask. So this is the helmet thingy. I had the IC right here, and I wanted it to remain IC-ish. So yeah, eye Queenix. Kwanza vitu nafanyaga kwa hii channel sijui zina. This is okay, but this is nice, as in, yeah, because I have no experience whatsoever. So I'll get close-up shots of that later. So that's today's video. I believe nimeweka kila kitu very simple, anybody can do it. Najua mi si pro, but if I am like an amateur and I can achieve such results, imagine mtu when you practice it like many times, you'll be really good at it. I know I did not like follow a bunch of stuff like people do over the internet. You wipe it down with some isopropanol alcohol, sandpaper this, sandpaper that. That is for you to find out. Me, I just wanted to see if, you know, somebody who barely had any skill up on the hydrodipping can like try it. And I believe like the results do speak for themselves, even though they are like up to 50%ish. I believe like I'll practice this, and once I get like maybe like a PS5 or something, and like hydro dip it a color that I want. And yeah, feel free to like, if anybody watches this video and like tries it, inbox Instagram me on like how it looks, because I'm curious. I'm really curious. So that's today's video. See you on the next one tomorrow. Najua nimekuwa nikislack kidogo because I've been feeling under the weather. Na najua si corona, it's just some other stuff. So maybe naweza hata a video today or another day, but it is what it is. See you on the next one.